Welcome back, all of my Tacticians, to another Tacticians Movesets. And today, I'm bringing you another Tactician moveset. This time, we're going to be covering Steelix, because you know, Steelix is allowed in the online competition, the Mega Melee. And I figured maybe it's time to bring out the Mega Steelix. Or maybe just Steelix, because people might like Steelix over Mega Steelix. So who knows? In any case, we're going to be starting off with, you know the drill, 2 standard movesets, then there's an Ippy moveset. In this case, I'm going to bring in another Tactician moveset submitted by Eeveekyu, also known as Pedro more often. And finally, a crazy what are you thinking strategy involving this Pokemon. So, what have we got here? Well, we got a weakness policy, sturdy Steelix. From those of you who remember from my Sugimori video, I almost said village for a second, but in any case from my Sugimori video, that's right, I love the sturdy ability, I love the weakness policy ability, and I love automatize on steel Pokemon. And, what do you know? We got a Steelix. He's got all of that. So, why not just strap on a weakness policy, give him a sturdy ability, give him automatize, and just give him Heavy Slam, Iron Head, Rock Slide. I don't know why I put Heavy Slam and Iron Head, but we can change that easily to Earthquake, and bam! He is ready to rock. He is ready to roll. An emphasis on rocking and rolling because he's got Iron Head and Rock Slide. And so we're gonna go for a careful nature. We're gonna increase that special defense as much as possible. Because you know, Steelix is not exactly a Pokemon that can take many special attacks, but he has a lot of defensive bulk, which means he doesn't need that defense advantage. He can just rock whatever he wants to rock, because he's a Steelix. And now, we're going to be moving on to our second Steelix. Now, again, this is going on to the careful nature, but instead we're going to be rocking the adamant nature this time, and we're going to be going for the Assault Vest Sheer Force Steelix. So, this is a pretty much all-in Steelix. He is not going to sit around. He's not going to wait for a weakness policy to activate. He's not going to wait for stats to be put up. He wants to get in there and do damage and just basically just rock your opponent down and just power him down. So, we got the adamant nature, we got the max special defense and max physical attack stats going on. We're going to be going with the Assault Vest, as I said. We got the Sheer Force ability to give ourselves some extra firepower. You know, we cancel out our secondary effects on some of our moves, such as Iron Head, Rock Slide, the flinches, Body Slam, the paralysis, crunch, the defense stat drop that those moves would cause. But we gain more power because of it. And we're going to be rocking the Assault Vest because, you know, we could use some extra special defensive firepower. And maybe that can keep us alive for a little bit longer. And again, we don't need the defense EVs. We don't need it. Even at base 200, we have so much defensive bulk without any investment into it with our EVs. So, moving on, we got my personal decision to put in a Mega Steelix. Why? Because Mega Steelix offers what regular Steelix does not have, and that is a special defense. Look at that. He goes from a small, pitiful 65 to a whopping 95. That is a huge boost to the Mega Steelix and to the regular Steelix stats. But we also get a huge boost to our defense stat once again, and we get more attack, we get some more firepower. So with the Sand Force, if we happen to, we can, you know, run Sandstorm if we want to, but we're going to be mostly focusing on the attacking power of this Mega Steelix. So we're going to be rocking the Ice Fang, we're going to be rocking the Earthquake, we're going to be rocking the Heavy Slam, Stone Edge. We're just trying to deal as much damage as wide a verse a team where we may face in the Mega competition. So we've got all this firepower. The only thing we're lacking is speed. So we sacrifice the speed with the EVs we invested. So since we have a lot of defensive bulk now, thanks to the Mega form, we can invest our EVs into our health points so that we can just rely on our sheer natural bulk and increase our attack firepower while we're at it. So that's what the theory is. That's what the point behind this moveset is for Steelix. Now, this one was submitted by Pedro. This is the Tactician submitted moveset, and he wants to rock the Chesto Resto strategy. involving a relaxed-natured, sturdy sturdy Steelix. Oh my goodness, tongue twister there. Relaxed natured sturdy Steelix with Rest, Curse, Sleep Talk, and Gyro Ball. So pretty standard. He's going to be, you know, not focusing at all with the speed. In fact, he's going to be going for as little speed as possible. And we're going to be having with the Gyro Ball to deal as much damage as possible with as slow as, you know, speed as possible. But the one downside is, of course, this is a Chesto Resto Steelix. So you've only got one offensive move, and that is Gyro Ball. And if you go for the Sleep Talk Rest, you've only got a 1 in 3 chance to ever actually getting the attack you want. Otherwise, you're going to be sleeping for the most part, going to be cursing for the most part. But if you do get that Gyro Ball off, it can do a lot of damage. The only fear I have with this is that your special defense really is gonna suffer because of that. And now, finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Impy, what are you thinking? Moveset. And all I'm gonna say is Steelix, normal EMZ, sturdy explosion. Enough said, people. So you got a really powerful normal move, and you've got a really powerful move. Why not just make them, put them together onto a Pokemon? Especially if you know it's going to be the sacrificial pawn. I'm sorry, this is just my Impy, what are you thinking? So we got normal EMZ, we got explosion, max attacks, max HP. Enough said. That's it. Nothing more to be said about this strategy. So we're gonna be going down once again with the movesets. We're gonna be rocking with the Steelix with the weakest policy, sturdy, automatize, earthquake, iron head, rock slide. Once again, this strategy is geared towards, you know, absorbing the attack power of the weakness policy. We don't need any attack EVs, although we could run them if we wanted to. But again, we don't have to if we don't want to. We can easily swap out all of that and go into our defensive stats. You know, pour everything into our HP, into our defense and such, and just rely on the weakness policy stats we get for our firepower. And of course, we use automatize to make ourselves faster and try to outspeed our opponent. Then we're rocking the Assault Vest Steelix with max special defense, max attack stats, with sheer force, iron head, rock slide, an adamant nature, body slam, and crunch. And that's how we're going to do it. We're trying to deal as much damage as possible. We're not concerned with attacks hitting us because we can take the hits. We are strong, independent Steelixes that don't need no life orbs or leftovers to stay in the fight. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what we are. And we got the Mega Steelix. Sand's Force is not going to help us out without the Sandstorm, but with all those stats, we don't really need that. The Sandstorm would just make ourselves even stronger. And we get the Ice Fang, Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Stone Edge to improve our already strong firepower. Finally, or not finally, we got two more moves actually. We got the Steelix with the Chesto Resto submitted by Eeveekyu. Sturdy ability, Rest, Curse, Sleep Talk, Gyro Ball with our somewhat max defense CVs, 8 into the attack stats and HP, and the rest everything into the HP. So that's a pretty good move. And finally, we go into the Steelix with the normal EMZ explosion. Impy, what are you thinking? Moveset. So I will see you Tacticians next time. Bye bye.